Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. Today I'm going to be doing for Tag Tuesday because I kind of want to incorporate Tag Tuesday more often. I really like book tags, but only book tags that I find have questions I feel like I haven't answered before, or if it's similar to a previous tag I've done. I've read a lot. I don't do tags very often, so my answers are going to be different. Some of these have a couple of the same, but I've been actually wanting to do this one for a bit. I also want to do the BookTube newbie tag, but I'll be up later this month. I'm going to do it later on this month. I have to write out a little schedule for myself. If not, I feel miserably. So I'm doing the Cliches Book Tag. I don't know who it was created by. I'll leave the link down below for the original video. No, I was not tagged. You guys just know I really like doing book tags. I haven't been tagged to do. Question number 1 is actions speak louder than words. A book that wasn't or couldn't be better than the movie. For this one, I chose Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. Usually, I like the books more than I like the movies. I like, or at least the book's decent, but this one, honestly, I felt like the book was dragged a whole lot, very repetitive, takes a long time to get to the point, and it could have been condensed a lot more, and it gets kind of boring, but I adore the movie. It is so effing cute. So, Love, Rosie. The grass is always greener on the other side, a rags to riches or riches to rags story. This is a riches to rags story, and then to riches again, and that it, well, kind of riches again. I don't know, but it's definitely one of those. Glittering Core by Rochelle Mead. I absolutely love this. It's so much fun. It's super fast paced, and the series is actually going to be a companion series, but I really enjoyed this one. Something about how much happens in here kind of reminds me of low-key Outlander, and I totally dig that. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. A parent-child relationship you loved. The Fault in Our Stars. Hazel and her parents. I love the relationship. I love the snarky comments between the two. How open and honest they can be, or as open and honest. And just, they have such a difficult relationship to deal with in the sense that they know their child may or may not die one day, and much younger than they should. And it's just, it's so beautiful, and I love it. It's still one of my absolute favorites. Number 4 is You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover. A great book that needs a better cover. For this, I actually switched it. It's a really good cover that kind of needed a better book to go with it. For this, I chose Forget Tomorrow by Pen Tip Done. While I did enjoy this book, there is actually a whole middle portion, chunk of this book that it deviates from the plot and the story progression because of romance. But the cover, I think, is stunning. I love the color. I love just how it feels. It's super buttery. The second book is just as gorgeous, but it's more of a blue color. But definitely this could have been a much better book, at least in terms of going with the cover. You Can't Please Everyone. A book you love, hate, that everyone else loves, hates. Okay, this one I feel is a total predictable answer for me, and that is Matched by Ali Condi. People hate this because they think it's super childish, and that it's super boring, and that, there's a love triangle, and I'm over here it's the only love triangle that actually makes sense. It's low-key talks a lot about the government and socialism and all that other stuff, and it's such a big weight of words, and writing is beautiful. So I'm over here it's amazing. Y'all can hate it all you want. What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger. A book you are a better person for having read. This one, I chose the only book that I've read that I feel actually impacted me in just a specific way, and that is The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea Sidoti. You guys know, I've mentioned before how I related a lot to Hawthorne mentally and how her thought process was, and while sometimes she was a bit much, I still just adored her, and I found her to be very refreshing. She gave no fucks, and it just made me a better person in the terms of I need to accept myself. I'm happy with who I am, and to think wildly and crazy and out of the box as much as possible, and who cares? What does it matter? Shit happens, but also don't take advantage just because something seems weird. on the outside doesn't mean a person or a situation is actually weird. I just feel like this book made me more accepting of just a lot of things, whether I agree with it or not. Something about this book under like low key just gave me a just be more accepting, Stephanie. Number 7 is Love is Blind, a book with a disabled character or actual blind love. I couldn't think of like blind love. But I went ahead and got one that has, I chose Gathering Blue from the Giver Quartet, and in Gathering Blue there is a girl who has a like mangled, useless, limp leg. I actually really liked Gathering Blue. Number 8 is Ignorance is Bliss, a book you know is bad but don't want to admit it, or a book you don't want to read in case it's bad. This is The Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. While I really love L.J. Smith's work, Vampire Diaries is definitely not her greatest work. It's not very good work. I feel like the storyline is kind of choppy and rushed sometimes. It's just, honestly, all her other stuff is like so much better, especially Night World. But I still love it, and I don't care. The show is a lot better. Number 9 is There's No Time Like the Present, your favorite contemporary book. I really love Dark Horses. It was just such an interesting, unique story that I adored. I freaking gobbled this shit up. I loved it. I thought it was emotional. It was beautiful. It was real. I'm sure it's relatable to some people out there, and it's quirky and out there, and I just really, really loved it. And the last one is Better Safe Than Sorry, a book you don't want to read in case it's bad or vice versa. I've been debating about this. I feel like I will eventually read it, but the rest of the Maze Runner series, I didn't like the first book. I am like everyone else that does not like it, but you know, the problem is I love the movies. The movies just like, I feel like everything that happens in here, while it's almost the exact same as the movie that I can remember, it just translated so much better on screen. And in the book, I was just annoyed at every fucking character. That is the Cliches Book Tag. Again, I'll leave the questions, the original creator down below. I tag anyone who wants to do it. And if you do it, just like comment your YouTube channel. Just saying. Or answer the questions down below. Answer one question if you saw something that you were like, ooh, answer one question. Yeah, I think I said it right. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great reading day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!